Hey collectors, before we get started with this week's concert poster conversation, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of the content GoCollect has to offer.
Hey collectors, welcome back to another concert poster conversation. We've got Glen from the Psychedelic Art Exchange here again. I'm Katie, and today we're talking about what I personally think is one of the coolest concert posters from the 1960s.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a pretty true statement. It's easily one of the most recognizable, and you know, I guess likely the most well-known image from the Fillmore Bill Graham series.
Yeah.
So it's for a series of 1968 Jimi Hendrix performances at the Fillmore Auditorium and Winterland, which was Bill Graham's larger venue in San Francisco. Total blues lineup: Albert King, John Mayall and Blues Breakers, and Jimi Hendrix, who, you know, the coolest performer from the 60s. Is that too big of a statement?
I don't think so.
No, Jimi exemplified everything that was right: his style, his music, his guitar playing is incomparable.
Yeah, you can't say enough
yeah,
about
words.
Hendrix.
You know, Jimmy flew in and did his thing, and then vanished just as quickly, and left a mark that is still, and for the foreseeable future, he will be remembered like Beethoven, in my opinion. And this poster helps immortalize him. This was created by Rick Griffin, the Michelangelo of the concert poster. This was in many eyes the apex of his work. This was.
Well, wasn't there a story about Bill Graham asking him to do something really interesting for Jimmy?
Yes. So Jimmy's breakout performance in the U.S. was at the Monterey Pop Festival, and a few days later he played at the Fillmore, and Bill Graham had him third on the bill. And Jimmy's promoters weren't that excited about it. So when Bill had a chance to book Jimmy again, he corrected all previous wrongs and went to Griffin, who was in his artist of stables, and it was in his stable of artists, and you know, the choice, and gave him the task of creating the best poster that he'd ever done before for the most important artist of the era. And he created this. Yes, we can use the word iconic with this poster. This is of the most important and famous poster images of the 1960s. So.
Rick Griffin did a couple other Jimi Hendrix posters as well, correct?
When Jimmy came back to Winterland, he did a collaboration with Victor Moscoso, BG 140. Yeah, the Scarab. That's a great piece too. Yeah,
right, that pops up in his artwork a lot.
Yeah, that's a wonderful piece. But Rick was channeling from another dimension when he created this, and during this period of his career, he really was creating the most vivid, incredible artwork. It cannot be overstated that this is the one that brings people into the hobby. It's
a great classic image. The flying eyeball appears so many places.
Yeah, it does. It has shown up and has been replicated in different styles by different artists. I think it can be originally attributed to Von Dutch,
sounds like something that they would pull from.
Yeah, and I mean, well, Rick was a surfer. He started in Southern California as a surfer and did comic art for Surfer magazine with his character called Murphy, named Murphy. And yeah, the eyeball, Mouse and Kelly did a flying eyeball. It's shown up, and the eyeball has shown up as a mystical symbol in a lot of illustration.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
It's the Illuminati.
It's true. So how valuable is this poster generally? It's rare, correct?
This poster is probably the most tightly held poster of all. This does not come up for sale as often as you would think. It was printed in the same quantities as BG 104 and BG 106, yet the survival rate, or at least the known, it hasn't come out of the woodwork. Everyone who owns this is keeping it. Also, it went up at the time, and a lot of copies were probably pinned up and destroyed. But value for good copies now $20,000 to $25,000, but with, again, the FD26 cresting the $100,000 mark, this is following close behind. This is a poster that everyone has to have, and it deserves the value.
Is it the most rare Griffin piece, or would the Aoxomoxoa be something that's more valuable?
There's a rarer Griffin piece. It was the Murphy poster that was for a Country Joe and the Fish concert in Hawaii, which has a huge image of Murphy, which was Rick Griffin's alter ego, and
I don't think I've seen that.
It's the one to chase. That is the holy grail of Griffin posters, in my opinion.
And the Aoxomoxoa is...
Oh yeah, the Grateful Dead. It was the cover of the third Grateful Dead album, Aoxomoxoa, which was then riffed on by Rick for another Hawaii concert, the Hawaiian Aoxomoxoa, which is, in my opinion, well, that's my favorite piece. That's a poster shrouded in mystery and really rare and really important. This was all around the same period when he was creating these really colorful, dynamic, amazing pieces of art.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, like, if you go back and watch our Human Being poster video and compare it to this, how far he came as a poster artist.
He really was at his creative peak. I don't know. It's a little bit difficult. He went on from this to do incredible paintings. Rick Griffin is a whole nother topic and should be explored in depth.
Yeah, and we've got more information about different poster artists and their bios on our Concert Poster 101 guide and on our blog. Please check those out. We'll put links in the description, and also make sure to go ahead and check out our Concert Poster price guide. We've got values for all of these pieces up there, and it's a really good place to do your research as a collector. So check that out as well. Anything else to add about this piece?
Everything that could be said about this has been said about it. My words will only diminish. Look at it, stare at it, understand it, love it. That's up to the collector. Yeah.
If you've got a favorite Rick Griffin piece, or if you've got any other cool flying eyeball images that you really like, I'd love to hear about them. Drop us a comment below this video. Thanks again for liking, commenting, and subscribing to our Concert Poster Conversations. Stay tuned for more coming your way.